So does ejaculating 21 times per month prevent prostate cancer? It's a signal that it's showing, and that signal matters. Sexual activity influences dopamine, prolactin, oxytocin, and testosterone fluctuations. Lower inflammation equals lower cellular stress, which may equal or may move to a lower mutation risk. Sometimes you're busy just juggling your family, you're busy with your lifestyle, you're busy with your career. This data suggests something powerful. Sexual health is not trivial. It's really linked to your overall health and well-being. And we'll separate the science from the fiction. Let's get into it. Let me ask you something no one talks about openly. What if I told you that ejaculating 21 times per month was associated with a significantly lower risk of prostate cancer? It's not testosterone, it's not supplements, it's not some miracle herb from the Amazon, just ejaculation. Is this bro science? Is it misinterpreted data? Or is there something else that's biologically real that's happening here? Today, we're going to break down the actual studies, the numbers behind the headlines, the possible biological mechanisms, and the real questions: how often should a man ejaculate for optimal health? And we'll separate the science from the fiction. Let's get into it. So the study everyone quotes, it's one of the most cited studies on this topic, which comes from a 2004 paper that appeared in JAMA. It analyzed data from the health professionals follow-up study run by Harvard. Now, nearly 30,000 men were followed for years, and researchers asked them, how often do you ejaculate per month? They looked at 3 life stages between age 20 and 29, age 40 and 49, and the year before the questionnaire. And they tracked them for prostate cancer diagnosis. And the findings: men who reported 21 or more ejaculations per month had about a 20 to 30% lower risk of prostate cancer compared to those who did it 4 to 7 times per month. So that's where the 21 times per month headline comes from. But here's the important nuance. This was observational data. It shows an association, but doesn't prove causation. But still, the signal was strong enough to get attention. In 2016, a follow-up study led by Jennifer Ryder, published in the European Journal of Urology, extended the data to nearly 18 years of follow-up. And guess what? We found a similar association, another signal that men with higher ejaculation frequency, again around 21 plus times per month, had a lower incidence of prostate cancer. Importantly, the proactive association was particularly seen in low-risk and less aggressive cancers. And that matters, because not all prostate cancers are equal. Why would this even work? Now let's think mechanistically. Why would ejaculation frequency influence prostate cancer risk? There are several hypotheses. The first one is a prostate flushing hypothesis. It means the prostate produces seminal fluid. And if ejaculation is infrequent, carcinogenic compounds or inflammatory debris might accumulate. And regular ejaculation may act like a biological clearance mechanism. Think of it like a regular oil change, or minimizing any sort of sludge buildup. This is theoretical, but biologically plausible. The second reason may be hormone regulation. Ejaculation and sexual activity influence dopamine, prolactin, oxytocin, and testosterone fluctuations. Some researchers speculate that regular sexual activity may reflect a healthier endocrine function overall. Men who are metabolically healthier and hormonally balanced are less likely to develop prostate cancer. In other words, ejaculation may not be the cause. It may be a marker of a systemic overall optimal health. And we've seen this with men with higher levels of testosterone. Some of the studies show that less aggressive forms of prostate cancer. A third reason could be inflammation. Chronic prostate inflammation is linked to cancer risk. Regular ejaculation may reduce intraprostatic inflammation. Lower inflammation equals lower cellular stress, which may equal or may move to a lower mutation risk. So important, what this doesn't mean. So let's be clear. This does not mean that if you ejaculate 21 times, then you're immune to prostate cancer. More may not always be better, and the frequency alone may not override genetics, obesity, insulin resistance, or even bad lifestyle. So prostate cancer risk is influenced by your age, by your genetics, by your ethnicity, by your metabolic or poor metabolic health, by high amounts of inflammation, by high amounts of body fat, and by elevated levels of fasting insulin. And ejaculation frequency is one of those variables, part of a larger complex biological system. By the way, speaking of a complex system, and if you like complexity and deep dives, why not actually subscribe to Balance My Hormones channel, where we give you different information, different studies, all about health and hormones. Because most health channels don't always go that far into the data and don't have that linkage with testosterone testosterone like we do at Balance Your Hormones. So how often should a man ejaculate? That's the big question. What's the answer? There's no official recommended medical target for frequency. I suppose do it as often as you like, but the studies show somewhere in the range between 15 and 25 times per month may appear to be associated with a lower prostate cancer risk in the observational data. So that's roughly 3 to 6 times. Now ask yourself, is that a realistic goal? I mean, sometimes you're busy just juggling your family, you're busy with your lifestyle, you're busy with your career. I mean, is it natural? You don't force yourself into it, and make sure it's aligned properly, right? Is this aligned with what you can do for your age and for your level of health? For younger men, that frequency might be very easy to achieve, but for men who are older in the 40s and 50s and beyond, libido may not be what it once was. Testosterone levels may be in decline. Cardiovascular health is a consideration. Their dopamine tone is going to be lower, and their psychological well-being might not be optimal. So if a man has zero libido, then there's no reason to have an ejaculation, either through sex or masturbation. So if he has a healthy drive, a healthy libido, these are things to work on: improving your hormonal health, improving your vascular function, improving your neurological signaling through exercise, diet, and all the other healthy bits may also improve the health of your prostate. But erectile dysfunction is strongly associated with poor outcomes. So again, if you can't get an erection, you may not actually be interested in an ejaculation. But the bigger picture is this, and here's what I think is the most intelligent takeaway. This data suggests something powerful. Sexual health is not trivial. It's really linked to your overall health and well-being, and it's not superficial. It's not just about pleasure. So if you're not well enough to desire, there's something else going on, which is why low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, often the canary in the coal mine to other health issues down the road, especially cardiovascular health. So it's not just about sex, it's a signal that it's showing, and that signal matters. So does ejaculating 21 times per month prevent prostate cancer? What's the word? Well, we can't say this definitively. We don't know definitively if that's the case. We know it's a strong signal, but the data has consistently shown an association between higher levels of ejaculation or frequency of ejaculation and lower prostate cancer diagnosis rates. And that's a real message here. You should optimize your health, optimize your hormones, optimize your vascular system, and optimize your metabolic profile. And if your sexual function improves as a result, then you're probably moving in the right direction with your overall health. So if you found this information useful, why not subscribe to the channel or share it with someone else? The most uncomfortable conversations are sometimes the most interesting science. Why not let us know in the comments if you meet the target of 21 times a month, and if you buy into the science? We would like to know. And don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. Again, until next time, this is Mike, and to your health.